Hello dear students. Today I'll be talking about comparatives and superlatives. We use comparatives when we compare two things or two people. We add "er" plus "than" for one-syllable adjectives. Big becomes bigger than. Thin becomes thinner than. We add "more" for adjectives that has two or more syllables. If the adjective is long, like beautiful, we never say beautifuler, we say more beautiful than. Or expensive, we can't say expensiver, we say more expensive than. The Nile River is longer and more famous than the Thames. Egypt is hotter than Sweden. I'm older than you. A basketball is bigger than a golf ball. And look at these pictures, Paul and Tim. Who is older? Paul is older than Tim. We can also say Tim is younger than Paul. Superlatives. We compare more than two things or two people when we use superlative adjectives. They are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of objects. We add the plus ist for two-syllable or more adjectives. For example, small, smaller, the smallest, happy, happier, the happiest. We use the most with other two-syllable or more adjectives. Again, if the adjective is long, for comparatives, we add more beautiful than, and for superlatives, we say the most beautiful. Look at the pictures here, A, B, and C. A is the biggest, and C is the smallest. Everest is the highest mountain in the world. This is one of the most exciting films I have ever seen. We have the cheetah, the rabbit, and the snail. Which one is the slowest? The snail is the slowest of all. And the cheetah is the fastest animal. Here there is a picture. We have a red apple, a green apple, and a yellow apple. Now let's look at the sentences. Number 1, the yellow apple is than the red apple. So here we compare two things. We compare the yellow apple with the red apple. And the answer is the yellow apple is smaller than the red apple. Number 2, the green apple is bigger than the red apple. Here again we compare two apples. Number 3, the red apple is smaller than the green apple. But sentence 4 and 5, we don't compare two things. Look at the end of the sentence, all of the apples. The yellow apple is the smallest of all the apples, and the green apple is the biggest of all the apples. We have 6 animals here, and now let's compare them. Let's compare the cow with a lizard. A lizard is lighter than a cow. We have a rabbit and a turtle. A rabbit is faster than a turtle, and elephant and tiger. An elephant is bigger than a tiger. Here we use comparatives. Here again we have the same 6 animals, but this time we use superlatives. An elephant is the heaviest of all. The turtle is the slowest animal, and the tiger is the most dangerous of all. As and not as. We use as to show that there is no difference between two people or two things. I'm as old as Ayşe. It means we are both 12 years old. No difference. We use not as to show that there is a difference between two things or two people. Cats are not as fast as cheetahs. That means cheetahs are faster than cats. And we can say cats are slower than cheetahs. To and enough. We use to before adjectives to say that something is more than we need or more than we want. This class is too big and too hot. You are too young to drive a car. I'm too tired. I need to sleep. And we use enough after adjectives or before nouns to say that something is as much as we need or we want. This class is big enough for us. You are old enough to drive a car. This soup is hot enough for me. And the last sentence, we use enough before nouns. I don't have enough money. Now let's look at the example sentences. He's too young to drive a car. That means he can't drive a car. I'm too short to play basketball. That means I can't play basketball. He's tall enough to play basketball. That means he can play basketball. And the puzzle is easy enough to do. So that means I can do it. Thank you for listening.